This nice footage showing German youths being trained as anti-aircraft crews comes from EUROPA WOCHE Nr. 83 from September 26th of 1944. At the end of the newsreel, I've added rare private footage showing American Boy Scouts visiting Germany in 1936, so stick around. It's worth it. I promise. The oldest choir in the world is the German boys' choir, the Domspatzen, or cathedral sparrows, which dates back to the year 975, making it more than 1,000 years old. The choir owes much of its success to its institutional makeup. A boarding school for boys aged 10 to 19, a private secondary school with emphasis on musical education, and the choir at the center of the structure. In this way, the boys can practice singing together and learn under the same roof. Since 1994, Roland Büchner has been conductor, the first layman after centuries of conductors from the clergy. In 2022, for the first time, the choir began allowing young women to join its ranks. By December of 1936, Hitler Youth membership had reached over 5 million. That same month, membership became mandatory. In 1939, German youths began being conscripted into the Hitler Youth, even if their parents objected. Parents who refused to allow their children to join were subject to investigation by the authorities. Even before membership was made mandatory in 1939, German youth faced strong pressure to join. Students who held out were frequently assigned essays with titles such as, "Why am I not in the Hitler Youth?" They were also subject to frequent taunts from teachers and fellow students, and could even be refused their diploma, which made it impossible to be admitted to university. The Great Japan Youth Party, later known as the Great Japan Sincerity Association, was a nationalist youth organization in the Empire of Japan. The organization was modeled after the Hitler Youth of Nazi Germany, even to the extent of using a light brown color for its members' uniforms, and the adoption of a red banner with a white circle in the center as the party banner. The first party rally was held on the grounds of Meiji Shrine in downtown Tokyo, with approximately 600 members. Throughout the entire war, the majority of 88mm guns were used in their original anti-aircraft role. The guns were usually equipped with a Kommandogerät system, which was an analog gunnery computer. The Kommandogerät systems were introduced starting in 1925, and the Kommandogerät P-40 was a standard system during the majority of the war. It allowed extremely precise fire and would even take into account how far away the guns were from one another and the aiming crew. canceling out the offset and aiming all weapons at the same point. This allowed multiple guns to be aimed precisely at the same target by a single command crew of 5 men, instead of requiring trained crews on each gun. Radar aiming systems were also developed to complement these systems. The Würzburg radar series allowed general area fire without line of sight, but had poor accuracy compared to the visual systems. This resulted in the giant Würzburg, which had sufficient accuracy to precisely control guns without direct visual contact. This is a look at the normal process of retreading tires in a factory. During the African campaign, it was, however, difficult to supply Rommel's Africa Corps with the needed tires, mainly because they did not have control of the Mediterranean, and the shipping of such precious commodities as rubber was too dangerous. The Germans' answer to this was to ship only the treads, and then to retread the tires on location. In order to do this, a new low-temperature, pre-cured method of retreading was invented by Bernard A. Novak. With his method, the tread was adhered to the casing by burying the combination in the hot sands of North Africa. And now, here's that private footage showing a group of Boy Scouts of America during their trip to Germany in 1936. If you like this kind of content, which integrates different primary historical sources, open a free account on our website, military1945.com, and stay informed. Patreon supporters preview all videos uploaded to YouTube and get regular access to footage that can't be shown here. Thanks for watching.